Episode number 7 of flipping from 0 to 10k in Classic. Alright, so let's get right into it. It's actually Wrath of the Lich King now. So what we're going to do is add our new groups. So we're going to have our Wrath of the Lich King BOE flipping group and our Wrath of the Lich King material flipping group. Well, just all the trading goods basically that are worth flipping. So we have all these. So we're going to start flipping with those now and adding those to the series. We're sitting at 440 gold, but we've got everything in the mailbox. The auction house is fully cleared. It's like the second day of Wrath of the Lich King. So what we're going to do is we'll get everything that we already have. We'll collect all that up, see how much gold we've got too, and then we'll start buying Wrath of the Lich King materials and flips. All of them flips and import strings and the groups and the settings for the Wrath of the Lich King stuff will be inside of my my flipping guide, which will be the first link down below, where you can simply just import them straight to your TSM and off you go. But let's get right into this. So we're going to have to list all of these the old flips. We'll get them all up in the auction house and we'll see what money is waiting in the mailbox. I think we should have a fair bit. Everything is expired. It's been a couple of days, so I'll get all the items back up on the auction house and we'll see how much gold we're sitting at. Right, we got the first inventory going up. Alright, there's the first inventory. So we'll clear out the rest of the mailbox and we'll see how much gold we are currently at. Alright, nice. So we have another 370 gold in the mailbox and we have a whole heap of items. Also, we're sitting at 725 gold at the moment. We'll get everything listed and then we'll jump into the Wrath of the Lich King flipping stuff. Alrighty, so that's the rest of the items. We'll get these up in the auction house, and what we're going to do is we'll check out the Wrath of the Lich King flips that I have. We'll add them to with our old flips and we'll just see what deals we can actually get hold of. Once I list all these two, I'll show you the total value that we have on the auction house and the gold. So we only started with 10 gold, obviously, in the 4 bags. Now we've got like thousands of items, and this has only been like a week or so too. We've got thousands of items, 712 gold. I'm pretty sure we'll have like a few thousand gold worth of items listed on the auction house also. So we're going really, really well. Alright, we just finished posting everything. Give it a second to load in and update. There we go. So 2,399 gold worth on the auction house, and we have 691 gold in the bags. So that is around 3,000 gold worth. Really good, really good. So from 10 gold, and we're already up to like 3,000 gold. So we can start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Because now we've got a bit of capital, we're going to be making a whole heap more with our flips. So let's give our Wrath of the Lich King flips a little swirl here. We'll just see what they look like by themselves. See if there's any good. Oh, that's a post. We need to go to browse and do a shopping scan. Alright, we'll see if we can find any good new flips. Now, some of the numbers are going to be skewed and a bit weird for because we're only in the second day into Wrath of the Lich King. Some of the market values and stuff are going to be like inflated or wrong, so we just got to be super careful with what we're flipping. So I think we won't flip the BOEs yet until we're a bit further in. We'll see what other things that we can flip. So we'll see what like trade goods there are, what materials, things people need for professions. We'll see if we can get some of those for a good price and turn them back around. Oh, the elemental waters are super cheap on my server. 4 gold, they gotta go up from that, right? Wow, we buy those. Yes, we do, we buy those, 100%. Even like the 6 gold, we're list at 6 gold, that's still profit. But we could probably even buy them like all the way down to like here. Really? Now, one of the reasons I think this is such a good idea to buy these Eternal Waters when they're so cheap, like 4 gold, is because one of these turns into 10 crystallized water. And these are worth like a lot more. I think. So we're paying 4 gold for that and we get 34 gold back. I think we're onto something here. Let's buy a couple up and give this a little go. So this would be like a shuffling the, what is it? So the Eternal Waters into the crystallized waters. Let's give it a go. Definitely worth a shot. So we actually got another one just there for that 4 gold each. We might actually buy down to the 7 gold just to give this a little go and see if it's gonna work out. Because what I notice is that these don't have a sell rate yet, but the crystallized waters do, so they're probably selling a bit better. Alright, so we've got 10. Let's turn them all into crystallized. Now we should be looking at a lot more gold if they sell. That is the question. Let's post them up. Let's have a look. Yep. Post. So they're going. Oh, that is crazy. So we can actually undercut this guy, and we'll actually get more sales, and we'll still profit a lot. Yeah. Wow. So basically we're paying 4 gold and then turning that 4 gold into 15 gold. That's fairly decent, to be honest. They should sell pretty quick too, because everyone should be after the Eternals and everything. However, that's not our main goal here. Our main goal is to do some flipping. So let's get back and let's run some flipping scans. See what else we can find. Also, if you would like the TSM strings that I'm currently using, and a guide on how to get started with flipping on World of Warcraft, my flipping guide is the first link down in the description box below. You can simply use my import strings, import them to your TSM, and you basically plug it in and you're ready to go, and you can be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Oh, before our scan's gone, the crystallized waters are already selling for 15 gold each, so that is awesome. That's the stacks of 10 that we're buying for 4 gold and turning them into the crystallized from the Eternal. So that is working really good at the moment. So I'm just looking here at the Arctic Fur. On my server it's really cheap. I don't know if it's going to keep going down, but I think it should be right if we could buy them all up to like 15 gold each, and we should be able to resell these. Just because Arctic Fur is pretty rare, it's going to be highly needed. Don't think the price will drop too much more at the moment. It might in the future. It's hard to say with the new items, just because there's not much TSM data, sales data. But I think we're going to take a leap of faith here. I'm going to buy all the Arctic Furs to 15 gold and relist them at 15 gold. Let's do that. So we'll buy all these. Could even go further. Let's just give it a gamble, and we'll buy. We'll just go to the 15, and we can release them for 60. Everything for 16, and that should be a pretty safe flip. The further it gets into the expansion and the more data we have, the more reliable the flips will be. So I think we're going to go with that just for now. We'll get them up in the auction house, and hopefully we can start getting them to sell. So we brought 28, and on average we have spent 13 gold and 34 silver each on those. Resell for 16. We might actually list them one by one, do we? So we'll relist these and we'll just do them. We want them as 1, 1 of 20. Perfect. I'm willing to cut the lowest person, and we're still getting profit. Alright, awesome. As you can see, the crystallized waters are selling. So I think what we're going to do with the rest of the gold is buy any eternal waters that are under the 15 gold we're selling for. So we can buy all of these to 8 gold. We'll relist them, and then I think we'll give it a couple days. We'll keep flipping our normal materials and our normal flips. Let the Wrath of the Lich King market settle a bit, and then we can jump in heavy, fully invest into the Wrath of the Lich King flipping stuff. But this should work really good for now. Alrighty, so we've got a total of 24 of these. We paid an average of 7 gold and 73 silver, and we should be able to resell the stacks we make off them for 15 gold each. So about doubling our money each one of those. So we'll just break them all up, as you can see, and we'll get them all listed and hopefully all sold. Alrighty, so it's the next day. Let's check the mail, see if we've got any sales. Ooh, nice. So all the Arctic furs sold. That's really good. Well, most of them sold. We still got 8 to sell. That is awesome. So these nearly sold for 16 gold each. And then we got our crystallized waters, which we turned from our eternal waters. We sold a whole heap of those. So we're sitting at around 500 total gold. So we'll get these things listed, and we'll see what else we can buy. Nice. The Arctic furs actually went up in price. So we brought all of ours for around, well, anywhere from 9 gold up to 15 gold. And then now 24 gold, or 25 gold each. So that's really good. Let's list these up. And let's do a scan. We'll do all the materials. And we'll see. We'll do a big scan and we'll see what we can find. Alrighty, so we're going to buy up all the good deals here, and we'll get them all listed up on the auction house. Alrighty guys, it's time for an update on the flipping challenge. We're going pretty well throughout Wrath of the Lich King. We've just been doing the same thing, just buying cheap materials, relisting them for higher. We haven't been doing as much flipping throughout Wrath of the Lich King, just because we've been leveling and all that stuff. But we'll still be making a whole heap of gold. Let's check the mailbox. So we're at 589 gold. Oh, we just got some sales. And let's check the mailbox. We had a whole heap of sales. Ooh, 822 more gold. What have we got? That is some of our good sellers here that we can just show you guys. So we sold a whole heap of the lesser magic essences, which we've sold a whole lot of them. Some essence of the undead, 21 gold for 10 of those. It's pretty good. We end up selling the rest of the crystallized water. It all sold for a profit. What's this here? We got an outbid, so that's just something we bidded on. All the frost lotus. So we sold a 20 stack of them for 158 gold. And then the Arctic fur, we sold 8 of those for 195 gold. Let's collect everything up. So we're over, well not finally, it's only been like a week or two, but we're over the 1,000 gold. So we started off with that 10 gold, and we're already at 1,412 gold. We've also got a whole heap of new flips in the bags here that we just brought. Let's check what we've got on our auctions. So we've got 3,854 gold worth of auctions on there. We've also got 187 gold in sales. That's coming in soon. So 1,400 plus, add that to our value. Our total value would be around, can we do it up here? No, that doesn't track at all. So it would be 5,000, around 5,200 gold. And total value, that's really, really good. Oh, and the stuff we got in the inventory, so even more. So the challenge is going really, really well. Let's actually post these guys up. Alright, let's post these up. Had a few people asking about the TSM macro. I'll just show you real quickly how to make that and how I set it up. So basically, if you go into TSM, you go into settings, you go down to right here where it says macros, you click on what you want the macro to do for you. So I like to do these, basically just all the listing ones and the sniping ones, and then you can set it to scroll wheel direction up and down, and then you can add a modifier. You create the macro, and what it will do is it will put the macro in your macros right at the bottom. That will be the last one, or pretty much the last one because it starts with T, and it will just have a picture of a flower just looking like that, and it will basically automatically make it for you. You throw it on your bars, you set your keybind like for that place there to scroll mouse wheel up and down, and then when you come in here you can just scroll the mouse wheel up and down and it'll post them super fast. Just had a lot of people asking that in the comments. So we've got the total value now, so it's 4,883 gold. So we put that onto our thing. That's actually 6,000 gold total we're at already. So once we sell through all of these, we should have a decent amount of gold. So we're on our way to that 10,000 gold for sure. Anyways guys, that is the end for this quick update. What I'm going to do is run a shopping scan. I'm going to spend the rest of the gold that we have. We'll list that all up and hopefully get some more sales in. But anyways guys, if you would like the new Wrath of Lich King import strings, if you already own the flipping guide, it has been updated and they are added. So when you import it, you'll have this one here that's new. So it's called this one right here, the Wrath Material Flipping Guide. So this will have all the new materials you want to be flipping for Wrath of Lich King. So we've got 230 items in there so far. We won't run the scan, we'll just give away some of the items, but that is the new flips that have been added to the guide. And if you haven't got the guide yet, it will be the first link down in the description box below the video. It's going to get updated constantly all throughout Wrath of Lich King Classic. It's also got flipping tips and advice for retail. So anyways guys, until the next one, take care.